Hello, students. The second type of cleavage on the base of the extent of division or cleavage furrows, it is meroblastic cleavage. Earlier, we learned that there are two type of cleavages on the basis of extent of the division or extent of cleavage furrows, holoblastic cleavage and meroblastic cleavage. The second category is meroblastic cleavage. Mero means in fraction, in part, अंशभंजी विदलन. Meroblastic cleavage is a type of cleavage that occurs in very yolky eggs, like birds, in which the cytoplasm of egg, and not the yolk, which divides. So it is incomplete division. In part, because there is heavy amount of yolk, little cytoplasm, and only cytoplasm part is under division. There are two types of meroblastic cleavage: discoidal and superficial. Discoidal usually occurs in birds, reptiles, and fishes, while superficial cleavage is found in insects. कीटों में superficial cleavage. So we can summarize that meroblastic cleavage is of two types: discoidal meroblastic cleavage and superficial meroblastic cleavage. Discoidal meroblastic cleavage. In discoidal meroblastic cleavage, the cleavage furrows do not penetrate the yolk. The embryo forms a disc of cells called a blastodisc on top of the yolk. In this slide, we can understand discoidal cleavage, which is found in birds. The ovum is megalethal or macrolethal, polylethal, which is filled with yolk everywhere except the animal pole, where there is little cytoplasm in a circular discoidal shape, and it is only the cytoplasm at the animal pole which is under the process of cleavage. And here in this cytoplasm, due to cleavage, first we can see two cell stage and then two blastomeres, and these two blastomeres undergo further division. Then there are four cell stage, four blastomeres, and in the same way, by the process of division, cleavage, there is a group of cells at the animal pole, so many blastomeres in a discoidal shape. Disc-like structure is formed. So that's why it is called discoidal cleavage. So discoidal cleavage, you understand well that it is found in birds. Now the second is superficial cleavage. Satahi vidalan. In superficial cleavage, mitosis occurs, but not cytokinesis, resulting in a polynuclear cell, a cell with many nuclei. With the yolk positioned in the center of the egg cell, the nuclei migrate to the periphery of the egg and the plasma membrane grows inward, partitioning the nuclei into individual cells. Superficial cleavage occurs in arthropods that have centrolecithal egg cells. Egg cells with the yolk located in the center of the cell. So here we remember that in arthropods and especially in insects, there are centrolecithal eggs, centrolecithal type of ovum, in which the yolk is found in the central position of the ovum. It is filled with the yolk in the center, and active cytoplasm is found at the periphery of the ovum. So in this type of ovum, superficial cleavage is present. This type of cleavage can work to promote synchronicity in developmental timing, such as in Drosophila. Drosophila fruit fly. It is very useful in the genetic and biochemical experiments in the animal world, and its counterpart in plant world is Neurospora, which is a fungus, also useful in genetical experiments. So here we understand clearly that superficial cleavage is found in insects ovum, in which the yolk is present in the central position and the ovum kind is category is centrolecithal ovum. In this slide we can understand superficial myeloblastic cleavage. The ovum is filled with the ovum. The ovum is filled with the yolk in the center. An active cytoplasm is present at the peripheral part. Now due to the cleavage, due to the divisions, there are many nuclei at the peripheral part, and there becomes a stage in which there are many nuclei in this ovum. So it is a multi-nuclear situation. After that, the plasma lemma starts to divide from peripheral side to the center, and now there are many cells at the peripheral position. So we can understand that superficial cleavage, it is a kind of myeloblastic cleavage which is found in centrolecithal eggs or centrolecithal ovum. So these are the two kinds of myeloblastic cleavage: discoidal cleavage and superficial cleavage. Discoidal in birds while superficial in insects. Thanks for watching.